Hey guys, okay, sorry I didn't get this up today, but here it is, Math Minute number 37. Each song on Mel's MP3 player is most likely to be about 3 minutes long. I'm not even sure if you guys know what an MP3 player is anymore. It's just a digital music file, and we used to have iPods. They were basically like your iPhone iMusic. Um, but yeah, they were digital music players. And so songs in general are only about 3 minutes long on average. I don't know that anyone would listen to them if they were any longer than that, i.e., 30 minutes or 3 hours. And I don't know that you can really enjoy much of a song for only 3 seconds. So it is a 30 minutes. Match each word with its figure. A line is something that goes in both directions forever and ever. So we've been talking about negative and positive numbers, and they are on a number line, which goes infinitely in both directions. A line segment is just a piece of a line, so it has a place where it begins and ends. So that's that one. And then array, if you remember, we've talked about this before. Array is like a ray of sunshine where it originates in one spot but then goes on forever. What fraction does letter A represent? Okay, so we started talking about this last week and how we figure that out. So I know it's greater than 0 but less than 1, so it isn't a mixed number. And I'm going to count how many sections there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 sections. And I have crossed from 0 over to 1 section. So I've crossed over 1 section. It's 1 out of the 4 sections. Therefore, that is at 1/4. Next, we have which number should go in the box. We have 340, 344. Again, we're looking for those patterns, and what looks like we're increasing by 4 each time. So we're going to go to 348, which is answer D. I have 200,000 plus 50,000 plus 8,000, comma, plus 100, no tens, and 4 ones. So I have 258,104, and I'm going to look for that answer, and that answer is C. Okay, I am an odd number between 10 and 20, so it has to be 11, 13, 15, 17, or 19. I can be divided by 3, so that instantly gets rid of 11, 13, 17, and 19, because those are all prime numbers. So the only answer it could be is 15. And that, just to double check, 15 divided by 3 is 5. It works for us. Number 7, as Martha wrapped a present in wrapping paper, she happened to think that the paper was most like the blank of the box. Okay, so this is something that we have not yet talked about. Volume is when we fill something up. So if I were talking about maybe my swimming pool, which I don't have one, but hey, it would be fun if I did. I can dream, right? So here's my swimming pool. Okay, the amount of water that goes in a swimming pool is called the volume. It's how much it takes to fill something up. Perimeter is just the outside edge of something. So for example, like a fence, this is the perimeter of somebody's property. Okay. And last but not least, we have surface area. So remember that area is all of the covering of some surface. And if we're talking about a wrapped present, we want to cover the total surface of that present. So when covering the total surface of that present, we are indeed coming up with the surface area. And that's something that we will discuss later this year. Number 8, according to the graph, sales in March were down. They were not nearly the same as other months. You can see we have January up, February, and then down March, and then way up April. Down here in March, they're not anywhere near where they were in any of the other months. Therefore, we would just say they're down. They're not about the same as other months, and they're clearly not up. In which month were sales the best? Well, I'm going to look for the highest point on my graph, my line graph. And I see that the sales were highest in April. And then I just have some simple division problems. When I'm dividing by a multiple of 10, I'm just moving to the left the number of zeros that are represented. So I have a 0 here in 10. I'm going to move my decimal to the left one place. And I'm going to get 5 and 62 hundredths. 426 divided by 10. I'm going to place my decimal there. It had been hidden. I'm going to move it one place to the left for the 1 0. And I get 42 and 6 tenths. And then with 5 and 8 tenths, again, I'm going to move it one place to the left for the 1 0 that's represented. And I'm going to get 58 hundredths. Now, I was always taught that we place a 0 before the decimal point just to show that there are no ones, although it's just a matter of preference. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. All right, guys, that's Monday for you, and I'll get Tuesday up and going as quickly as I can.